Hi, welcome to Southside Flower Market. My name is Renee. We are going to do 4th of July arrangements this time. We are going to have our wonderful signature we prepared. So we have amazing red heart roses. They open up so huge and gorgeous. A blue hydrangea. We've got farm loose strife, some lisianthus, some farm bells of Ireland, and it's really fragrant. It smells delicious. And a little farm yarrow. So that is our signature. We did one of the signatures last week, if you remember or not, and today we're gonna do a 4th of July traditional. So it's gonna be really large, loose, and airy, all right? So we're gonna start with our greens. I've got that look semi-greened in, and then we got in from one of our local farmers some smoke bush. And so what I like to do, the smoke bush has a little bit of a red hue to it. We'll put a few pieces of the smoke bush in. And I also have 9 bark. So this will kind of float right in the top there. I know it's going to be a busy week for everybody, cottages and vacation time. We have a short week. We will only be open Monday through Wednesday this week. We will also be celebrating the holiday weekend with our family and friends, and have the staff get the days off, which is nice. And 9 bark is really fun too. So this is kind of like, again, the red hues to the leaves, gives us that little bit of color. And we like it kind of tall, different levels of height. So you have, kind of notice that we have like our base is like the baker's fern at the bottom. You always want to have a base and then kind of filler into that. And put one in the middle. One there. Okay. And then we like to use kind of our normal recipe is to put in line flowers. It's so big. All right, line flowers. Line flowers are like straight line flowers. And we have snapdragons usually, lisianthus, stock, and this is gonna be farm larkspur. Right now we got in so many fun farm flowers, so I keep saying farm flowers, but when the season comes, we really love to utilize our local farmers with the product too, so. And again, the goal of this is a line flowers to kind of gonna give us a little bit of our height and our shape like this. And then we're gonna go back through and use like some football mums and some hydrangea to go through around the base. So you're gonna like kind of like have it lower. You want weighted flowers always at the bottom, okay? And again, don't cut off too much, just kind of go through and see how we wanna have the height level of everything. And sometimes, I didn't with this one, but sometimes you can tape off the neck of the vase, or you can put in like, it's called chicken wire in there, and that kind of gives it where you don't have to put as much greens in, and you kind of can build out a little bit more without as many greens, and have a steadier frame, and you're locking your flowers where you want to so they don't sink in. And again, odd numbers are kind of like usually our go-to. So you do 3s or 5s, and again, here, now we're going with our shape, if you can see that. It's kind of nice having it on the Lazy Susan so you guys can see as we go around. And again, as you notice, I'm kind of just taking off a little bits of the greens. We talked about it last week a little bit. We don't want to have any greens in the water. All right, see how that's kind of going? All right, and I'm going to try to put in a couple of our big base flowers here. This is a football mum. It's a little bit different than a Fuji. It's going to be a little bit thicker, but it gives a lot of dimension. And again, when you're measuring, even though you're going down to the base of the vase, you're going to do a little bit shorter because we're going to go on an angle, okay? So it's going to be more like that, see? Okay? And again, I've got 3 of these, so we're going to kind of go in a triangle. And again, that's kind of, when I do designs and I go through teaching, I try to explain like triangles are nice because then you can fill in with other flowers, okay? And you have that fun shape, see? All right. again, taking off any leaves. Leaves kind of just, they drink more of the food and want the food and the flower and water to go into the flowers, not into the leaves. So the flowers, not into the leaves. So, all right. And I've got some gorgeous dark hydrangeas. All right. And we're going to go down a little bit lower on these, so we'll have again up and down height variation. Okay. Since these, you always have to weight it again at the bottoms. He can actually be a little shorter. We did this last week, I remember. It's like just trim a little bit, keep going back and forth, okay? And again, there's nothing ever wrong with it. It's just how you want to have it hanging in there and showing. And prop it right in there. One more we're going to put right there. All right, and then next we're going to do red flowers, roses. All right. So we got some nice freedom roses. They have a nice petal count. They open up really pretty. And we're going to kind of same thing. You're going to go in a little bit diagonal. But you don't want it to be roundy moundy. You know, a lot of like traditionals, you don't want to have it kind of based like this. You want to have it more angular and kind of going out. Same thing with going out this way. Not having the roses go straight in like this. So you want to have it kind of like pulled out just a bit. Can you see how that is if I turn it? Okay. And then we can do like a tall one right up in the center, because I think that is kind of fun to have a focal point up there too. Again, it's just kind of cutting and placing in there and getting your angles. And as you get more flowers in there, you just gotta find where to put it in, squeeze that in there. See that? All right. Okay. And we like odd numbers. And any leaves off, same thing, take them off further down. And around the base, you always want to make sure you're taking off any petals that are torn or brown or, you know, ripped at the bottom there. They do come that way sometimes, so just go back through and kind of, we call it editing and fixing them. Here we go. All right. So there's our red, white, and blue there. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun to put in some thistle. Thistle is really fun texture. Again, we love textures and colors at the flower shop. So we always try to find unique flowers here. So when you come shop here, right now we've got our farm flowers on the left-hand side of the cooler when you walk in. And then we have our regular flowers we get from our wholesaler, all in the rest of the cooler. But we love textures and colors, so you always see really unique flowers in here. And if you're ever looking for a specific flower, you can give us a call and we try to source it and order it for you. And again, there we go. Anybody have any questions so far? Doing good? All right. Fabulous. Banging my clippers. I'm going to put one more right in the top there. Okay. Looks pretty good. Let me get my spray real quick. So we kind of just use a finishing product called Crowning Glory. Gives it a little bit of extra long lasting protection on everything. But yes, so this is our traditional. This is a nice big fun arrangement. This could be your on the bar or a fun centerpiece at your holiday function. But yeah, and we do have some really fun merchandise for grilling, for barbecuing. We're working with a fabulous chocolate company. We have got Crunch and Munch and caramel corn. That's got like a cherry in it too. And that is South Bend Chocolates. But yeah, swing on by. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July.